All right. That is me putting the microphones on our Twitch. Why does it not hear?
Man, how do I put the damage in this thing? It's only showing rolls.
You have to click on the martial arts at the chat itself. So it turns a red color.
Oh, hold on. He's got specialty stuff that he has to set up.
Ooh.
Yeah, so let's see. Martial arts, it is set up. The 1d4. So if we click on martial arts on there, that's what happens when I click on your sheet.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Once I roll and got a 20.
Ha
You should start getting like your rolls out. Get all your 20s out so we can go to the game easy.
Man, that 26.
Oh no.
Oh man. 316 in a row.
16 is just your lucky number, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish 20 was my lucky number right now.
All right. So you can actually even change the name of that if you wanted to and say, this one is punch instead of martial arts. And then you can duplicate it several times. And so it's the same exact thing, but then you can have like kick or headbutt and make it really cool flavor text.
True, because I actually wanted to incorporate my tail to my fighting style too.
See? There's other ways to do flavor text. If you get good and actually want to learn about Roll20's macros, you can go over to your abilities sheet tab or at the very top of your character and hit the add button on the right under abilities, and you put in your macros, and then you set them to on your character, and you click on the token, and so it just puts a bunch of stuff on the top of the screen, and you can just click on the top of your screen to get whatever macro you want to have go, and you can put a ton of flavor text. You can have random text thrown out. Talos, you did not remove all of the markers that were on the map.
Oh man.
I think he's broken again.
What's up, kitty cat? She's hiding from you underneath my chair.
Oh yeah, she's hiding from me.
Dang. I'm not laughing at the brokenness, but at the situation that it sucks. Man, I have a question for proficiency. It has me on it has an attribute for strength for cooking utensils.
I can't tell you specifically what it is. I'll have to look it up. But it's probably right unless you said it yourself. No, Roll20 doesn't know, or at least won't tell me.
Yeah, it's fine. It's wow, I rolled for good cooking. That's cool.
Yeah.
I hear the robot talking again.
I didn't realize that was him talking. I really thought that was just computer noise.
Oh no.
Voice is a robot.
I guess. As far as I can tell, he's been a robot this whole time.
Oh no.
Well, it was clear just now.
Oh, Barry is logged into Roll20. Is he here in Discord? Oh, good. So the only one missing is Fender, I guess.
The camera.
Camera?
Oh, no, Grim is still missing.
Oh wait, no, that's
Grim and Fender are missing.
Oh.
Mm.
I almost thought the camera was gonna be the Twitch video or something.
All right. We're gonna probably just have to figure out how to work with Talos here. I'm not really sure what to do for him. I thought we had it fixed, but apparently not. He did get his internet and his computer working. It's just his headset mic situation is now a new problem.
Aw.
Yeah, we were up late. I was listening to him play some weird game. So I know it works now. But back to our there you go, League of Legends.
Oh,
And
nice.
it is weird. That's what 16-year-olds and younger play.
The
The ones with anger issues specifically.
Oh.
There's a few
Oh my-
people I know who plays it.
Haven't they changed to Fortnite?
Some of them have, yeah. Ever since the outbreak, they've been all over every game. So you have lots of bad stuff. And now that it's summer break again, they're all out everywhere still.
Not weird. Barry plays Fight Me.
What is he talking about?
Talos has 450 skins.
Yes, he paid for a bunch of skins.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay. Nope. Talos, we are not doing that game right now. We're playing a different one. Okay.
Yeah, you need it. Oh god.
All right. I need to probably go on my other computer and open it up so that I am displaying what you guys are saying in text. All right, there we go. It's kind of a pain in the butt to read from that computer, but that's okay.
So Talos is now not on Discord, is it?
Fight me.
He can hear us.
The emoji.
I am not really sure
Ah.
what he's doing. But if you... Uh-oh. Now, here it
Different
comes.
game. Different game. Different game.
What?
All right, enough.
Oh, right.
You guys, we were in the pub last, right? You were all getting ready to go do something here. I forget exactly what it was you guys were doing, but here we are. I know last game what happened was we started off very rough. Grim decided to just randomly attack a person, kind of throw a big wrench in what your guys' plans were, and then you all went shopping, and there was like a 4-hour game of shopping. So,
The most like FTP of last game for all the interesting things that's happened.
there we go. All right, so you guys are back at the tavern. I know you guys, at least Talos, was planning to interview one of the guys that he made sick with drugs, hoping that he's here in this tavern, as well as he wanted to do some back alley investigations. So what are you guys going to do? It's sundown, it's late at night. You guys can rest or explore.
go ahead. Oh, sorry.
I think he wanted to take one or two of you into the room with him, but I think his plan fails if the person he was planning on taking to the room isn't in the game.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go to.
Mm-hmm.
It still works. Okay, so Talos and
Today's gonna-
go ahead.
Today's gonna be a very different kind of game.
Yeah, I think Talos is just gonna have fun talking instead of playing, but that's okay.
Mhm.
Give him 2 minutes to try something. I think he figured something out.
Mm.
Kind of odd that Fender specifically is not here again. I bet he just got really busy with the school. That's very sad. I mean, it's good for his pocketbook, I'm sure, but sad that we can't count on him every game.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, he was saying that he had a long day the other time at work.
Yeah, he did. Something about cutting down a tree and mowing lots of lawn, and he had to do it all by himself. And tree alone, I'm sure, was pretty bad. I asked him if he'd come cut down my tree, but he said no.
Do you live anywhere near each other?
No, not at all.
I won't be able to come next week because mass distribution and I have no off days for the entire
Oh.
week.
Do we want to postpone next week's game? I don't know how many other people might be missing out on the game, or Zizzy, are you gonna not be able to show up as well?
Oh, I can show up. I can show up next week.
Okay.
That's my sister's job because she works at a community center, so she needs to do like community stuff.
Gotcha. I just figured you might be involved as well.
Oh no, I have.
They're always up for volunteer.
I'm not a volunteer. I don't volunteer. I do enough good in my job already.
Slight nudging. You want to have?
It's nudging. Do you want to use your off day to do my job?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Talos, what's the plan?
Yeah.
So we have solutions.
Solaris,
Wisp go
Ethan,
talk to the
and
guy.
Wisp go talk to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys don't know actually which room he's even in. You just know that he tends to stay at this place. So what's your guys' idea for planning on figuring out where he's at? Talos says knock on doors.
What's his name?
Sorry?
The guy's name.
Oh yeah, what's the guy's name?
Talos, did you write it down? He said it. He remembers.
Billy? Is that Billy?
Yeah, it was Billy.
Knock on doors, Billy.
So you
Ethan's
just
still at the bartender with the barkeep, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were, yes.
Okay. Well, he's just gonna go to the barkeep. Literally just ask.
Okay, you're just gonna ask the
group
barkeeper.
that you're gonna do that, or are you just going to go and ask?
So, Ethan, okay, the way it ended at the last game, you all decided to pick different locations to sit around the room. Talos did ask a couple people to sit next to him. For instance, Wisp is sitting next to him now. If he had asked any of you in private when I wasn't listening, I don't know. But Ethan, like Fender and Solaris, chose to sit at the bar.
All right.
Right.
So Ethan is going to ask the bartender where Billy is. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Bartender looks at Ethan and says, "Hey kid, aren't you a little young to be drinking here at the bar?"
Ethan smiles and says, "I don't think so.
Hmm.
May I know where his room is?"
His
He
room?
was invited.
Oh, well, lucky for you, the only guy I know named Billy is the one sitting right there at the end of the table. And he's pointing over the guy next to Fender.
Ethan nods and kind of, "Thank you, Mr. Bartender." And starts
Yeah,
making
you're welcome. Okay. And sits on top of Fender, who actually is technically not even...
Oh, no.
Absorbed into one.
Okay.
He's now Fendethan.
Oh no. Here, we'll get rid of Grim too. Grim is not here for the moment. Okay. So, Ethan walked back to the table to tell Talos. And I guess Whisper and Peter. What's you guys doing? Solaris is standing over there next to Billy. Just whatever. He knows the plan.
I say, hey, what's up, Billy?
And he goes,
Guy,
do I know who you are?
No, you don't. But I'd like to get to know you more. My name is Solaris, and I should give my hand out and shake his hand with a friendly smile.
Yeah. It's about time for me to get on my shift. I don't need any more drugs. That last guy who talked to me randomly like you.
Oh no, I don't do that the drug stuff.
He's
but listen,
over
so
there.
before you leave, can I offer you just 1 gold of drink for free?
Sure. I'll take I don't know, whatever the bartender wants to get for a gold. Probably some of them high dollar stuff.
Hey, barkeep, can you get me with this 1 gold piece?
Bartender comes over. Man, I'll get you any top shelf item you want. I got beer, whiskey, liquor, you name it, man. What do you want for a gold?
Oh, it's whatever this guy wants for 1 gold piece. What do you want, friend?
He looks at the barkeep. Hey, can I have a full bottle of that Dragonborn stuff? What do they call that? Fire ale or something? I don't remember. And bartender looks at him and goes, Draknata? Yeah, we got some Draknata. He goes, great, I'll take a whole bottle. Bartender grabs it and sets it next to Fender. Is there anything else I can get you, my boy?
Nah, I think that'll be it. Unfortunately, this guy's got to go to work. And I hand him the 1 gold piece.
All right. Bartender's very happy and walks back to help this other guy.
Right. I'll to give him 1 extra gold piece, but he just walked out. Okay.
Well, he's kind of busy, so.
Yeah, I understand. I saved 1 gold piece for me.
All right, so you 3 apparently are the only ones in the room. It looks like the others left.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
Are you just leaving him alone, or?
Well, Mr. Billy, it was nice getting to know you. I actually wanted you to talk to a few friends of mine, if you don't mind.
Well, it depends on what you guys are talking about. You can have him come over here. I'm not allowed to sit at the tables right now. Like I said, I gotta go here in just a minute. As soon as my friend over there is ready.
Understood. It's just this, like, we have a go-getter barbarian and like an adorable teenage kid, and you got me, a kangaroo.
So you're trying to tell me that this kid, are you trying to sell the kid to me or something? I mean,
Oh no,
I got places I can get rid of him at if you don't want him.
No, no, I was just trying to be friends. I don't really know how to be friends. I've been alone in the woods, raised by myself. So yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I'll go with my character's backstory.
And apparently, Zizzy and Sulfur are going to also try to text this entire game.
No, we're doing actions while Solaris is talking, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Testing it what?
we're not interrupting Solaris.
Yeah. We don't want to speak over him.
Please interrupt me. I feel awkward.
So, Billy looks over at the boy. Ah, well, let's see. You are kind of a fine, strapping lad. Yeah, I bet I can make a good 100 gold selling this one.
Wait, what?
Ethan
No,
just turns to Solaris and just like, what?
I
What?
don't know if this led to this.
Whis nudges Ethan. Play along. Play along.
Ethan smiles and nods.
All right, Solaris. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just tells Billy, I hope you enjoy the drink and have a good day at work. This has been very great and awkward.
So you don't want to sell the boy?
Who's
I'd hand you
six-
$100 or 100 gold right now for him.
No, I don't do slavery. Have a good day. Bye.
What? Wait. What time do you get off work? What time do you get off work? Then you can inspect your potential merchandise. You don't want to make a payment without having actually looked them over first.
I get off, sometime after sunrise. It depends on how long it takes us to make all of our deliveries, but usually a little after sunrise.
So, breakfast?
Sure. Be back here about the time he's
Nice.
serving breakfast.
Where's your room?
It's upstairs. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not.
So we'll
Yep.
get this boy really cleaned up and send him to room. What was that again?
You know what? If you just meet me here, I'll get back to you on that.
Nice.
Also,
So
Solaris,
sunrise.
keeping the bottle,
Yep.
Billy.
Oh yeah, he just grabs the bottle and puts it in his purse, and the guy next to him says, "Hey Billy, let's head off." And so, yeah, the guy starts walking away, and Billy looks at you guys. Nice talking to you all, and I guess I'll see you in the morning. And he starts making his way out the door.
All right, bye. It was nice to
Waves
meet
at him
you.
goodbye.
Bye. The awkward
All
trio
right.
says bye.
All right,
Dolores looked at them and said, "Went well."
Talos, where was it you guys were going again? Just to the cheat street? Oops. There we go. Towards the alley? Okay, that's where I thought you were going. Alright, so let's see. Peter, Telos. And the rest of you don't exist. Haha. Alright, so here's the alley right around here. And you guys are actually probably coming from the north side. So I'll say about there. Have to refresh every time you change maps. Why do you have to refresh? Your computer should automatically do that for you, unless you're putting the whole game on your phone again. I thought you were going to split chat and the game up. Odd.
I have the alley map. The alley map is showing up on my computer.
It should show the alley. It might be dark, but you have to scroll the far right and down where the characters are. I wish there was a way I can get it to automatically zoom you guys to that location.
That's still black.
Next.
Thing right. Which is basically Telos and Peter.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
Telos and Peter on the right.
If I'm not mistaken, those are the two that ran away.
Yeah.
So
Sneaked
those
away.
right, snuck away. So those two, as far as I know, are out there by themselves at the moment. Oh, and I did not do. My eyes are up on mute.
In the dark.
Wow, Talos.
Peter can't
One
see
of
the
these.
dark. What's up your blood?
Well, by the end of the game, hopefully he'll pull the honey out of his ears and he'll unwrap his mouth and pull his gag out. But we'll see. All right.
I'm just imagining him like gagged and bound while getting out of the.
He is
That's
walking with
really
a rogue
sad.
after all,
It's really sad because Talos has dark vision.
right?
I don't have dark vision, so
Oh, shoot. Peter's walking in the dark. Don't you have a light, Peter?
I have the one small thing, but that lets me see like 10 feet in front of me.
Oh, the bottle that I bought, or
But
that you bought for
nothing
me.
more.
Nice. And I forgot to update it to make it look more pretty. Not a big deal. But
He's stealthy.
still towards the alley. Okay. So there's an alley not far from you guys. You are heading south. It'll be on your right-hand side. Are you guys going to sneak into the alley, or are you going to just walk straight in? I don't know why Talos is having a problem.
Can you?
What if I
can
do
try
that?
both?
It
What if I did
sounds
that?
so romantic.
Can you see now, Talos? Okay. You guys roll stealth if you're stealthing.
Okay, I'll roll for stealth.
I don't know what to tell you, Talos. It's roll 20 or your computer. Probably a bit of both. Talos rolls a 19. Oh, you're doing it disadvantage. Never mind. 11. And plus his 20. Okay. As you guys are walking, Peter is noticing that Talos is like tripping on rocks. I mean, his chainmail, which he forgot to take off, is jingling. Stepping on things. Definitely not the quietest, but he's trying. Yes, he is also exhausted. All right. So you guys just head over to. Did I ever edit your character to the right light? You give off. Oh, you only have vision of light. You give off. I forgot 10 feet. I'll have to save that for you. There you go. That should fix it. You see a little bit better now?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. It shouldn't be much.
I'm more stealthy with a lamp out.
It's actually less stealthy than it is on numbers, but you're not tripping over rocks.
Okay.
You're giving off a low light in 10 feet. So
Cool.
if you want, there are certain people in your group that might give you advice about lamps.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going there because we've already had that conversation with them. So as you guys get to the corner, Peter's pretty positive nobody sees him sneaking to the corner. On the other hand, he's not so sure that Talos has been unheard. You can look around the corner, and you definitely see that there's one thug standing near that corner, but you're not really sure, like I said, what he's noticing. He's just kind of leaning up against the building. It looks kind of like one of those guys that you saw at the bar right before you snuck out.
Is it lit in the alley, or is it equally as dark?
It's equally dark. It's, sun's just gone down. Not a lot of light in the dark, and they're just standing around right now. You do see, if you look around the alley, there is a very small light in the back, but it's from where you're standing, you're not going to be able to make out much other than there is a light over there.
Okay. Should I move Talos?
Well, it depends on where you want him to be. Oh, shoot, my other computer I'm looking at also didn't seem to get to the right location. There we go. Okay. And I guess you can't say the thug. There's the thug. So the lighting in this game is not perfect. I got to admit that. It's really hard to do a good light in here. Talos says he's lighting a torch. Oh, he's not lighting a torch. Okay, so what is the plan? Are you guys just going to walk in? Is the other team meeting up with you?
I think I'm gonna just talk to the guy, like try and provide a distraction.
You're going to try to get him to come to you?
Let's walk up a little bit.
Okay. You're going to walk around the corner to him?
Yeah. I'm cover the lamps or just like stuff it away so it's still darkness and then
Okay.
just sort of move over to here. Stealthily.
Okay. Not a problem. You tuck the lamp away. The guy's definitely just staring at you at the moment. Wait and see what you're going to do. Just standing there. As you walk in, he kind of perks up a little bit and puts his hand out. Hey, this is my alley. You go find somewhere else. Oh, Talos is talking to him now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talos, you happen to acknowledge that this guy here is your best friend, Billy. And he looks at you. Hey, Talos. Well, I guess he doesn't know your name because I forgot he didn't know your name. My bad. Says, hey, I remember you. You're the guy that gave me the death stick and some poison that let me knock me out. That was not the stuff that I thought I was drinking. Oh, it was Peter?
Yeah.
My bad. I could have swore I memorized it the other way around, but that works. Okay, so he didn't know Talos. He knew Peter then.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. So he says that to Peter.
Mm-hmm. How's it going?
Hey, I'm not taking any more of that drink, whatever that was. That stuff, that was brutal. I barely got off that like a couple hours ago. I almost got fired. Phoebe almost killed me. Anyways, you guys better move on. If they catch me talking to you guys, they'll probably, have my head or something. So you guys should move along.
All right. Just sort of move over this way.
Move out of the alley.
Usher Talos to come.
Notice me,
What is this?
senpai.
Notice me. Or not.
Oh. He didn't really probably care because he was in the front, not in the back of the wagon. The other two guys were in the back of the wagon, so no, the other two guys would have noticed you looking at the wagon. All right. So, make sure my lighting's on. I don't know how you were seeing her then. Ask him who catches you. Phobe?
Phoebe.
Oh, Phoebe. Ha! Okay. What is with the fight me? I'm not even sure what's exactly is going on here. I love the Kirby's. Okay. All right, what is going on? Peter's walking off. Talos is talking to him, or Talos is not talking to him?
Okay.
So Talos is trying to ask him who catches you. Talking to him, asking him who catches you.
Who would catch Billy talking to us, leading to him getting punched?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yes, Phoebe. Phoebe. and the rest of his friends. Your shorthand. I'm sorry. I'm getting very confused here with your shorthand. Okay. But yes.
He left the Discord. Oh wait, no, he's still here. Still here.
Yep.
My camera apparently has frozen. Oh well. All right. So. Oh,
tell
Billy
us
says.
Oh.
No, she's not really all that mean to me. She, she's a really good boss, but I've kind of done drugs a few times on shift, and she's kind of really not happy with me. And so, I'd really hate to get caught again. But if you'd like, I guess I could have one of you go back here, but the other one kind of, mosey on. I could bring one person back to meet her. We're in shipping. We bring goods to, different shops.
All right. I'll go on.
He's trying to
ahead.
say he's got a bad charisma, so
Yeah.
maybe your charisma's better.
It's above average.
This is not 0, but it's bad. He's got no bonuses. It's like a 9 or a 10.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just go on in there.
Oh, you're gonna walk back? Okay. Hold on 1 second. You got any weapons on you, Peter? Or sir, excuse me?
I do have a rapier on me because this is Cheat Street after all.
It is Cheat Street, and I agree with that, but Phoebe's really particular about her protection, which is one of the reasons I'm hired here. It'd be really nice if you would just leave your rapier with Talos. You'll see him here as soon as you're done talking to Phoebe.
Okay. I'm going to hand Talos the short bow and the rapier that I have, but sort of keep in my doctor's bag just a dagger.
Okay. So, Talos, just so you heard that. Great. Billy goes, "Hey, Martin, I'm sending one in, okay?" Martin goes, "All right." So you're going to walk in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. You walk in just a little bit. We're going to put you in here. Martin. I'll rename him here so everybody can see him. Martin.
Nice.
He's just going to come over here and also help Billy stand watch. You'll notice as you walk in, there's another thug looking you up and down. He says, "Hey, what do you got there? Have anything for trade? Come to give us stuff for free? What's your idea for coming back here?"
Just looking to provide some medical help.
Medical help.
Also wanting to talk to in particular.
Oh, you want to talk to Phoebe? Well, Phoebe's really particular about those who she deals with. You see, a lot of people seem to think she's this shady character. And, she doesn't necessarily want to be noticed by the general people because she's a goblin. People get a bad idea when you see a goblin walking around town. So, she's kind of, what are you going to offer her, just to talk to you?
Medical assistance.
Well, see, she's not really interested in medical assistance. She's more happy with possessions, so to speak.
I sort of... Maybe there's other things. And then I sort of show a few gold pieces.
she takes money all the time. You don't happen to have any slaves anywhere, do you? She has a great market for slaves, too.
I could do that, but maybe that could be brought up during the conversation.
Maybe. That's a possibility. How much are you offering? I gotta bring her something. She's not gonna just appear for nothing. Oh yeah. Billy looks back at this moment in time and goes, "Hey, by the way, boss, I met this young boy in the tavern before I headed over here. I think his friends are trying to pawn him off on us too. You might want to take a look at that this morning."
That was the person I was talking about. Maybe we
Oh.
can just forego the gold and just speak about that.
Speak about that. Let's see. How are we going to get him here without the authorities knowing? You know, this is one of those towns where the authorities ain't too high on slavery.
Yeah, he just came in almost a few days ago. Not a lot of people have noticed him.
So, out of the shadows pops out Phoebe. Look, son, I understand that you're trying to pawn one of your friends off on me. I'm not that as stupid as my hirelings. Let's just say, either you offer me something now, or we'll take you until your friend gives us the goods.
Let me just give him the fire. Oh,
You're giving him fire?
give him the lantern potion. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes, I have an understanding of what you're talking about. So the guy's like, this is a pretty cool bottle you have, but yes, I have an understanding of what you're talking about. I don't know.
Is this just a normal alleyway with
the guy's
no
like,
roofs or anything?
This is a pretty cool bottle you have, for the most part, yeah. There's a couple overhangs nearby, but yeah, you guys are currently standing out from underneath those overhangs.
Alleyway with no roofs or anything?
Like,
Just
this is a pretty cool the thug talking to you over here on the orange. He is underneath a couple partial overhang nearby, so is Billy. Yeah, you guys are currently standing out from underneath those overhangs.
The guy's like,
Like, the thug talking to you over here on the orange. Glitched. He's Ooh, that's not the right one. So, what do you guys want to do? Are you just giving him the campfire and that's it, or?
Well, something, but I'm just checking with Talos for a moment.
Okay. Well, Talos is off by himself. Technically, he can't necessarily influence this unless you guys are yelling back and forth. So this is really between you and this goblin girl.
Okay. We don't really have any evidence right now that it is them. It's just suspected, other than the slave thing.
Pretty much.
Oh, shoot. I accidentally clicked something off, and I went off the website. Just a moment.
disappearing people could just be slaves. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it still could have been her.
So
Mhm.
Phoebe looks at Peter. All right, son, I tell you what. Take that fancy light of yours and that entire backpack, and you're free to go. Bring back the boy in the morning, I'll give it all back.
I'm not too keen on giving my bag up. Just the potion would be fine.
Well, that's no, I'm not sure. The problem is, how do I know you're not gonna go to the authorities and rat out this little soiree we got going on here?
How do you know I won't do that and just have when I give you the bag?
Well, see, that bag looks a little full, and something tells me you're not willing to part with whatever's in that bag. So, in that sense, more than likely, you're just gonna come back here. Because otherwise, you'd leave, the authorities come by, I ignore them and say that, hey, I was just buying this bag from you. Hence the purse full of gold. See how this works out? Now, if you walk off with your bag, now it's a little more skeptical on why you're bringing a young boy over here.
That makes sense. How about I show you why I don't want to part with the bag? I just show them some of the coin that I have. The 5 gold coin, 8 silver, and 87 copper.
Phoebe's looking at, that gold ain't nothing. I sell stuff to the shopkeepers every morning, and depending on who's buying at the time, they'll hand me 100 gold a morning easy. Best job in the business.
Well, then fine. You can have it for the time being. Then I'll come back.
Alright,
Sound like a good deal?
so you're handing me all your gold and this bottle of fire until the morning.
Mm-hmm. Till
Alright,
the morning.
fine. We'll call it a deal for now. But I want to see just you and the boy. I don't want to see that other dwarf hanging around here. It's giving me the creeps staring at us like that.
Don't worry, he gives me the creeps as well. He just keeps wandering around. I think he just gets drunk all the time. Every single night I've seen him drunk or exhausted. I don't know what he does.
I believe it. By the way, what is your party doing while you guys
He's
are
probably
in
with
this
that
alley?
meat pie guy.
What is the rest of your party doing right now? Are they still just hanging out in the tavern?
Like us?
Yes. Those of you who are not here.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah, we're
waiting
just
for. Yeah, we're just waiting for Talos and
Okay, you guys are just.
Try and get us a room because we need to sleep.
Wisp is
Gotcha.
fascinated by the kangaroo.
Alright.
Ethan is also fascinated by the kangaroo, by the way. Both of us are probably just staring at the kangaroo.
Okay. So the goblin sneaks back into the shadows and starts to disappear. And the guards step around the corner and say, hurry up and get out of here. We got a customer coming.
All right.
And at that moment, you see a young lady kind of starting to walk close. So the both of you are going to walk off, or what's the plan?
Hopefully, yeah.
If the rogue can sneak in and just see what's happening to the new seller, that would be great. I mean, the customer.
They've got dark vision, I'm pretty sure. Because even with the stealth,
True. And just play some kind of charades to kind of still hang out.
Just so you guys are aware, the 3 thugs that you were talking to are all humans.
oh,
It's just the one goblin and the one light off on the back. So this alley is very dimly lit. There is enough light that they can probably make each other's vision out, but if they hide in the corners or whatnot, they're almost completely invisible to anyone without dark vision. But they can see people coming in and out of the alleyways. All right.
mm-hmm.
So you guys are heading back to the bar then?
Yep.
Tavern? Okay.
Worst case scenario, Ethan goes into slavery.
Dang.
And we all probably die.
Possibly. We'll see. All right. So back at the tavern. Peter and Talos show up.
What's happening? Ethan will probably try and engage Solaris in some kind of conversation and somehow slip in like, "Can I touch your fur?"
Sure.
So then those two might come in with Ethan totally just feeling up Solaris.
Mhm.
Okay. So the tavern.
You do privacy. You do.
The entire tavern's just like, what is going on? And they're all whispering and talking about people just randomly feeling each other up in the middle of the room. And they're not really sure how to handle this.
The worst
Okay,
part
so
is if you
who's
ask
gonna
for a
ask
room
us?
now, it's just going to make it even worse. Hey, can we have a room?
All right.
It'll be
So,
the perfect excuse though.
could be.
Okay, our group name is gonna become the Weirdos. I can't
All
afford
right.
a room.
So, who's asking for the room?
Ethan
Solaris?
would ask how much.
Oh, Ethan. Okay. Yeah, boy, we do have a room. Well, what size do you need? We got, currently we have a room with a double bed. We got a room with 4 beds for a large party. We got a couple of single rooms. It doesn't look like anybody's planning on staying here for the next couple of nights, so you really got your choice of the place.
Now
Hmm.
Ethan turns to Solaris. Which would be best?
Solaris usually. Well, all right. Solaris says he usually sleeps outside in the woods.
I'm gonna just ask I'm gonna ask how much are the rooms? How much did the rooms cost?
Okay, yeah. Give me one moment here, and he starts pulling up his tally, and he's looking at Solaris like, ooh, this guy paid with a whole gold for no reason. So, he's looking at the small rooms. All right. Cost here is 30 silver for a small room with 1 bed. Probably fit about 2 people in that room. And 90 silver for a large room with 2 beds. So we're probably looking about 2 gold. Yeah, 2 gold for a room with 4 beds in it. We only got 1 of those, so you know.
You guys have fun with that. If you guys want gold pieces, I'll just give you 3, and you guys can have a good time. I'm just gonna sleep outside.
If you guys have what?
Oh, you guys
He's
have
gonna give you
fun.
3 gold.
Oh, right. Mhm.
So 1 goal for Wisp, 1 goal for Ethan, and half a goal between us.
Basically, if that's
yeah,
the
there's
way
4 of you
you
guys.
want to see it.
We give you guys 1 more gold, and that's it.
Is there anywhere in this entire place, not necessarily the tavern, that we can get a bit of privacy?
Well, there's a monastery. No, not monastery. What do they call it? That a church? I don't really know what this religion wants to refer to it as, but you know, over there of the one god, those religious people, they're something strange. But they usually let out free beds over there.
Is there a park or a garden?
Well,
Can we sleep in the library?
in town, the only garden-like area is the Shady Maiden. There's a couple of alleys that sometimes poor people sleep in around Cheat Street, but I haven't been doing that in the last 2 months, especially now that there's been a murder last night.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, what can I do you guys for? This guy here handed you guys 4 gold. You guys want a large room or what? 2 gold gets 4 beds.
Ethan just kind of keeps the gold.
All right.
What? Yeah, we want a room. We want a room.
I'll
Gotcha.
sleep in the same room as Talos, and I'll just sleep on the floor.
Oh, I'm assuming Wisp is spending her 2 gold on 1 large room. Is that right?
Ethan!
Ethan's holding on to his gold. He's thinking, this room is overpriced. Everything is so expensive. I don't want to stay here.
Ethan!
Shakes head.
So I turn to the... Man, can you drop your price a bit, please?
Let me see what I can do here. Let me go ahead and roll a charisma, not charisma,
Persuasion.
persuasion. Thank you. Everybody got to the word way before me.
Persuasion is -3. Oh!
Oh no.
Yeah, he looks at his sheets. No, sorry. We get booked pretty often here, so just because nobody else has signed up yet for the night doesn't mean that we're not going to. So I mean, I have to keep it.
Please, Mr. Bartender. Can Ethan roll?
It's another nat one.
You're gonna have to give him more persuasion than just a please. He's not really into little boys, if you know what I mean.
So, Laura,
Never met the case, but nice to know.
hey, sir, we really have been tired. We've been walking around doing things for people, missions and adventures and stuff. And this is a really awesome sleepover we're having and I would just like if you can lower the price and find it in your heart to literally show Cheap Street with this amount of money. What do you say?
How much money is this amount of money? Did you put something in front of him?
Can we all just pay for like a total room for just 1 gold piece? If that's possible.
Sure, that's highly possible. I tell you what. So you give me 1 gold piece, and I'll set you up in a room with 2 beds. How's that?
How about 4 beds?
See, I only got 1 of those. I got some good adventuring parties. They're willing to come in and spend 2 gold for that room.
But we're recurring customers.
You are? Where's that? I don't remember selling to you guys before. There was a different guy that was in here the other night. I remember him. I never saw him before, but I never saw you all.
Recurring customers.
It was
We're with
grim.
him.
Don't think he's going to be dropping his price. Since Solaris is so frivolously throwing money around, handing it out to these people, he's got kind of that greedy sense about him right now.
Okay. Well, sir, I'm sorry that we couldn't work anything out. You have a good day, okay? And I walk away.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, or enjoy sleeping in the alleyway with that murderer lurking around.
He doesn't know that the murderer is in our group.
If you remember last week, we discussed that they have an idea who the murderer might be, but they didn't get any good information as of yet. They're still out looking for him.
Technically, the murderer
yeah.
isn't here, so.
Right.
All right. 5 gold pieces. Man.
All right. So, you guys are all leaving here then?
Yeah. Trying to move out here. Oh, dang. Keeps dragging me back.
Yeah. If I set up certain settings, then it'll do that. Let's see here. You guys are roughly here. This brown building is where you would all be walking out of. And of course, I didn't set the lighting up so you could tell it's a brown building, but it's right here.
Right. Let me increase the zoom. Right.
Hey, look, Wisp can see in there for some reason. I'll fix it. Let's see. Solaris, Talos, Wisp, Peter.
Oh, I also have dark vision.
Am I a robot?
Not right now.
Oh, back bitches.
Hey.
Fuck all of you.
Wow, language.
you say?
I'd like to
You are
imagine that
constructing a
we just
persona.
gagged Talos the entire time, and this is the first thing he said afterwards.
Fuck you.
He's just been holding up signs of what he's been saying.
Wow.
All right.
All right. I'm glad it's working for the moment.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay, so tell
what's the
us.
plan?
Okay, we need to get somewhere we can all fucking talk.
Mhm.
Sorry, I
Okay.
said that.
We need to find somewhere we can all talk.
Right. Mm.
I'm going to tell you all, you're standing on the corner, well, close to the corner of a street. And as far as you can tell, there's nobody that can see you right now.
Okay.
There are people back in the building, but there's nobody on the street.
Okay.
So should we just huddle? I'm assuming
Alright.
Talos has something to tell us.
Yep, yes I do.
Huddle!
Alrighty. This ain't a good plan. But Ethan, we're gonna sell you to slavery. Now hear me out here. Hear me
Slow
out.
blink and
Hear me
slowly
out.
backs away from you.
Hear me out. Peter's gonna go with you.
Which stands in his
I've got to
way.
get my 5 gold back.
Peter's gonna go with you. He can protect you while we sneak around to the other side. And by sneak, I mean walk casually, not actually sneaking.
Okay. Should we probably contact the authorities? We both serve as bait. Stall for
Yes.
time, and then we get the police and everyone in and just take everyone out.
Yes.
All right.
We have no clue where the guard station is in this town, though. It's late, and a lot of us need to sleep. So,
Cool.
Should we go to
The monastery?
the monastery?
no, we should not.
Why?
Because they rape kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's the thing.
I'm not going to necessarily say that's what I wrote in there.
Hey,
but
it's not what you wrote. Maybe I'm deceiving him. Maybe you don't need to bring it up.
What is that thing?
That's what they
Ooh,
follow. That's the
looks
god
like a
they
really
follow.
good pet.
That's why we don't go back to the monastery.
Mm.
Ugh.
So,
His notable weapon is the blood, his own blood that he throws at people.
Yep.
That's unsanitary.
yeah, it's not a very nice group of people, but you could take it as any group or any religion does. They always dream of evil or bad gods and say that they're the best or the nicest of people. Maybe it's they're in fear of their holy wrath, or maybe it's because they actually follow in his beliefs. I mean, you take it with that much of a grain there. I don't know.
This is like going to a church of Satan while wearing I Love Jesus gear. All right.
That's how Talos is
Yeah.
definitely taking it.
So Ethan's choices are go into the church or get sold to slavery.
Right.
No, the soul to slavery and go to the church are two separate things.
Yeah.
Both could happen.
Wait till you figure out what Talos believes in. You'll think this guy is nothing compared to them.
Oh, fuck off.
So, what are your guys' plans?
All right, we could keep watch.
We can just go camp in the woods for a night because apparently we're all too cheap to buy a room.
I'm broke now.
I'm not talking about you, Peter. I'm talking about the other three of you standing there with gold in your hands going, but I don't want to spend it.
No, Solaris gave all his gold away to the other two. What are you talking about?
I gave each of you guys gold pieces. One gold piece for each of you guys.
Oh, one gold piece. I thought you gave two to Ethan and two to Wisp.
Oh nah, just one for each.
One gold piece each.
Yeah.
Oh, Ethan took two?
Yeah, because I thought 2 was for Wiz. Okay, I'm just gonna make it 2.
Thank you. I thought Ethan took 4.
You know what? Telos would just hand Wisp his one gold piece because at this point he's used to not having money.
Yeah.
As you guys already know, my character doesn't really care about money.
So you gave me a gold piece?
Yeah.
As you guys are talking about gold and deciding who hates gold and who doesn't like gold or who loves gold, you guys
Get to the point here, bud.
Yeah.
you guys leave the city, informing the guard, of course, that you have no hopes of actually coming back until at least morning. Here is the current campsite you guys have chosen. It is late. I mean, we're talking it's close to midnight by the time you guys get here. Did I put everybody up there? I think I did, right? No, I got rid of Peter.
No.
Peter. There you are.
Yeah. All right.
I thought I gave you a better icon than that. I will have to fix that. Oh well.
I'll be honest. I need to sleep.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So, if one of y'all doesn't mind taking watch, I'd like to sleep.
Solaris volunteers.
Likewise.
Okay. So, who's staying awake for the first watch?
By the way, I gave Peter back his weapons. I don't know if you
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah, I caught that.
Who's can as well?
That's a big Telos.
That's right.
Yes, I gave Wisp a gold piece.
Can I give it back?
You give him his gold back.
Oh no, he said he's giving the gold piece to Wiz.
Yeah, but I thought she just said she's giving it back.
Okay, let's give it back again. Oh my god, what is this goal passing?
Ethan steals the gold. Now Ethan has 3 gold pieces.
Woo!
There. Now Talos has a correct piece. Alright, so Talos is asleep. Are you guys setting up any defenses, or are you just having people stay up as watch, or what's the plan? Everybody crashing?
Yep.
Yeah, but before that, I
Because
put like a. Go ahead.
Wisp is gonna stand on the rock and stay up as well.
Okay, Wisp is taking the first watch.
He's just gonna climb a
Dolores,
tree.
Ethan climbs a tree.
Dolores plans up traps with rope.
How do you plan the trap?
Oh, just like tripping rope. Like if somebody trips over it, we'll know.
So I don't know if you know how to use the draw tool, but go ahead and try to draw out where your ropes are located.
Right. My ropes are going to be located here.
And if you draw with the polygon line, they draw much straighter. You just click the 2 points and there it goes.
Oh, really? All right.
Okay, to see the map,
Yes.
I'm looking at the stream, so if I'm a little behind.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, but okay.
I can't
And
won't
then
fucking,
because
it
this
won't load. It won't load.
Okay. I will try to make sure I move the screen more often, because right now I'm trying to maneuver 2 screens.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Right.
Okay.
5, 10, 15.
Okay, so while he's setting that up, that's leaving all 3 of you awake, and so Peter and Talos are taking the first sleep. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ethan was.
I think it's just
Oh, yeah.
Wisp and
Yeah.
Solaris that are staying up for the first shift.
Oh, Ethan climbed a tree, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Ethan's in a tree.
So, Ethan, because you're not stating that you secured yourself to the tree, I would like you to roll a performance check? Is that the right one?
For climbing a tree, it's athletic.
Would it be
Or acrobatics. One of those two.
I don't think it'd be acrobatics. I think athletics could be a good one.
Can I just do the performance?
Oh, performance is charisma. Oh well, I called it. So go ahead.
Yay.
Okay, 17. Ethan did not fall out of the tree while he slept. At least until he wakes up. All right. So that's how you're setting up that rope. Do you have enough rope to go across all of that? Reminding you that you're either going to have to cut the rope at each point, and or you're wrapping it around certain things so much, using extra rope.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I also have like I should have. Right. I have grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
And a climber's kit.
I have rope too, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I borrow your rope, sir?
I'm sleeping.
When did you get
Oh,
rope?
bro,
I thought all of your rope and stuff got taken away.
If you look at my sheet, I still have some stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I told you
did
to look at the
start
sheet.
you off. I didn't get a chance to. Well, I was too busy playing video games.
Uh-huh.
Wisp has rope too.
All right, those are acceptable.
I didn't think the things I had were ungodly for them to not.
I didn't think they were either. I mean, I said you started off with a few things, so I just thought you'd been playing this whole time without it. So I was like, okay, you're practically naked with a bow and some arrows and like a hand axe or something like that. Okay. So camp is set up. You've put out some devices to try to trip people. Are you going to bed after you put that out, or are you staying up for the first watch with Wisp?
I'm going to take the second shift after Wisp is done.
All right. So you spend an hour or so setting that up. Can you do? Yeah. Go ahead and just you're going to sleep. Wisp, since you're the first person up and you're up by yourself, I want you to do a Constitution check to see if you fall asleep during your shift.
11.
Sorry, I'm looking. Okay. You do happen to stay awake until the end of your shift. I think Ethan is whispering me and trying to say that she wants to stay awake and do something on her next turn. So, is she Wisps? Because you're the only one up and nobody really decided much other than Solaris. Who are you waking up at when the end of your shift?
Peter was really tired, right? Just now?
Should take away your exhaustion
Just
naturally.
about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Solaris say anything just now?
So you're just gonna wake up Solaris? Is that what I'm hearing?
Did Solaris say anything about waking up?
Oh no, I'm just waiting till you're done and then you can wake me up to get to my shift of watch.
Okay, I'll wake up Solaris. Let Peter and Telos sleep.
Okay. So Solaris, you are awake. You've got a little bit of sleep. You're not going to need to roll a Constitution check because you did get a little bit of rest. So what I do want you to do is roll a Perception.
All right.
I hope you roll well. You did not.
Oh, what?
But
All right.
they were noisy. All right. So you do happen to notice you didn't see them until they were right on top of the camp. But two large raccoons are coming into the camp and rifling through Talos's things.
Oh, dang.
Oh, you and me are going to be best friends after the session. I hope you know that.
I alert Carlos that there's stuff going into his bag.
I'm asleep. I'm dead asleep. I was exhausted. I am out cold.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I just make sure that those raccoons get off his bag.
So you're doing what? Yelling at the raccoons, chasing them down? What are you doing?
Intimidating them.
You're trying to intimidate them?
Yeah, to get out.
Roll an intimidation check.
All right.
I'm ready for you to tell me what they took. I'm already ready to change it. So just tell me what they took.
16.
16. Okay. The raccoons, the two of them, did see you running at them. One stops and stands on top of the bag and is hissing and snarling at you. I mean, since you didn't actually go towards them, you're just trying to be all intimidating. It's just trying to intimidate you back.
All right. So do I make? Oh, I thought it was like a intimidating, like tennis thing. All right.
He basically, when you intimidate a creature, you're attempting to control them or initiate the fight or flight type of mechanisms within a wild animal. One animal decided to resist your intimidation. So he thinks he's more intimidating than you.
All right. I move up and intimidate him again.
Okay.
All right. But this time, I actually want to shift and make sure I show how angry I am.
Okay. The
This is so weird. I'm gonna intimidate them.
No.
he missed. The badger took a swipe at you, but did not hit.
All right.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
raccoon, not badger. I don't know why I said badger.
Careful
gonna-
if you hit. Don't miss.
we're gonna attack the raccoon.
You're gonna attack him. Go ahead.
Don't miss.
That does hit.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna attack. We're gonna make a second attack to make sure it goes down.
Oh yeah.
My first attack hits at least.
Oh. A 17 and a 13, they both hit.
Oh, 17 and 15 hits. All right. Dang, I gotta roll for damage on this one.
So if you click the word kicks in the text, it automatically rolls it for you.
Oh. 2 plus 4. That's 6. And then I'm gonna roll
There,
the other.
you did a.
Thanks,
So your
Devin.
first hit, you come to the raccoon, it swipes at you, you look at it, and you say, shut up, and you basically punch it. The first time, it is out. You hit it so hard, its head basically has a huge dent in it, and it is just down.
Jeez.
And you take your second one, and you just hit it again, blood splatters everywhere, head pops. You can tell right then, that first hit was too much. But you went for the second hit anyways.
I look at everyone and says, "Who wants dinner?"
Well,
The bag
nobody's
on near
awake.
Talos, right? It's like splattered with blood.
Yes, Talos's bag is definitely splattered with blood. I'm assuming, based on what he's saying, the bag is still basically on his back, so he's covered in blood now. Just okay, and nobody's awake to see you do this. You were they're passed out. They were too tired. If anybody wants to wake up, go ahead and roll perception, and I'll tell you what happened. But as far as I know, you all slept through this, especially Ethan, who is well away from you.
Let me just try rolling perception. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Wow!
Ethan woke up and watched the whole thing.
And then went back to sleep.
She doesn't have to be, but yes, she could. Zizzy did not wake up.
I just sort of like one eye see it, go back to sleep.
And you
Think I'm still dreaming.
Yeah, Talos, you have
Talos not
exhaustion.
going to roll?
Talos has exhaustion. He didn't wake up and notice a thing.
Cannot
He's
wake up.
out.
Did they steal anything? The one that ran away?
No. They were just barely starting to open up the bag and see what happened. They smelled the rations on the bag from.
I don't have rations.
did.
They smelled you.
If you remember the last game, you had been given 2 pieces of rations from Ethan, and now you definitely don't have any, even though they thought they smelled the crumbs.
Okay, gotcha.
And you were also the easiest to sneak up on, so.
Wonder why.
Yeah.
So one got away, the other one is now splattered all over you, thanks to the Shining Warrior.
Mhm.
All right. So Ethan, now that you're awake, and Solaris, you can end of your shift. We have one more shift before everybody else officially wakes up. You can decide if you want to wake up Peter, or if you just want Ethan to maybe stay awake. It's up to him.
Ethan just climbs down the tree.
Ethan, just don't tell anyone what just happened.
He's covered in blood. How are you not gonna tell anyone? You're
Ethan
eventually
just
gonna have
smiles at him like, really widely.
Can I make a future roll? What am I gonna have to roll when I wake up to smell blood?
Trust me, you'll notice the blood the moment you wake up. We're just gonna leave it at that. You just notice that you have blood
Wake
all
up
over you.
covered in blood.
It's dried molasses like blood. I mean, it's starting to scab over. It's been there so long at that point.
All right, before Soloris goes to sleep, he wipes off the blood off everywhere of his bag.
Oh, just the bag? Okay.
Yeah,
Just the bag. Whatever got on you, though, he's leaving.
Okay.
it's already awkward enough that I killed him.
I am
You
a
know,
possibility for a murderer. Just throwing that out there. That I assisted in a murder. Just
So did he. He was there.
he was dead.
This is true, too, but he was there. So, yeah.
if anyone wakes up and sees Solaris lovingly cleaning pillows up.
Yeah, I'm in the bag. Just
Ethan's
cleaning
just
the
watching everything.
Ethan is definitely watching everything happen. And just standing there. I assume he walks over there and casts prestidigitation like he always does.
No!
Oh.
I'm a monk. I can't do that.
Yeah, but Ethan seems to be doing it like all the time, so I just assume that after you're done, he does that.
You
Oh.
would have, but Tilo just said he was gonna sell him to slavery.
Oh, no. Alright, well. Talos, I'm sorry, you're covered in dry blood and a spot of blood on your shirt that you can see that it was wiped off, so it's not puddled on you anymore. It was clearly wiped off, but you still kind of got a blood stain on your bag, and whatever puddled blood was on you is definitely drenched on one side of your clothes, across your face. You wake up.
I have a plan. It's okay. No, we're good. Moving forward.
Oh, no, Ethan's not that much full of hate.
Okay.
So first thing in the morning, you guys get up. I don't know who has food. I know Talos does not. What are you guys gonna do?
Talos goes hunting.
Yeah.
By himself.
Talos, you're not inviting Ethan?
Nope.
So our plan from last time is not available yet. Okay.
I'm not level 2 yet. So that's why that's
gotcha.
not available yet. Yep.
I got you. Okay.
Yep.
So you walk off hunting. Roll a survival check to see how long it takes you to find something.
Well, as part of my background, that also helps it. Just keep that in mind.
I understand.
Survival.
Yeah, like you needed to remind. Since how Talos is only hunting for himself, he easily found a couple of birds and some squirrels out there. I don't know what exactly you're hunting for.
I'm wearing their body parts.
So with this roll, you can get either 2 squirrels or 2 birds, but you'll have to roll an accuracy check to see if you can shoot the bird out of the sky.
Squirrels. No.
Okay.
Only squirrels.
I'll let you get the
I
squirrels.
want to tie. I want to tie the tails into my beard.
You're tying squirrels into your beard. Okay. I imagine Talos walking back to the camp with 2 squirrels hanging off his beard. Okay, and he just acknowledged
look
that.
at him
So
up down and just say, "Why? Why?"
Please take notes of
I
Dwarvish
start making
passion.
a fire and don't acknowledge Peter.
Okay, Talos is starting a
The
fire.
plan is to cook these up.
Ethan's slowly moving away from the group.
Okay. Ethan sneaking off. By the way, the sun is definitely up, and your morning meeting or you've missed it. You guys have been sitting around camp long enough waiting for Talos to get back with his food.
Mhm.
All right. So what is your guys' plan for the day? You going back into town? You going to go back and ask for help at the initial location? Or are you guys going to try to solve this yourselves?
Hey, real quick. How do I put this in the... Yeah, there you go. Technically, I can get more than just for me.
Cool.
Can I attempt to hunt too, so I could be able to cook something?
Oh, you're right. But I just assumed that you were looking at it for mostly just yourself, which is why I offered 2 in case you wanted to share, since everybody else was doing that. Plus, there is now a creature splattered across you in your camp area that Solaris already said he was going to cook for everyone. So,
Well, the point of me hunting is I wanted to get animal pelts, so there's a reason for blood on me.
Sense.
So that when we go back
Oh,
into
that's
town,
right,
there's
the
a
squirrels
reason
in
I'm
the
covered
bed.
in blood.
interesting, but okay.
So squirrels put that much of a fight.
Enough food for 5 people is probably more than 2 squirrels.
Oh my god.
Enough
Okay.
food for 5 people is probably more than 2 squirrels. Let's be
Fine.
honest here.
I will give you 2
It's a
squirrels
horde
and
of
a bird.
squirrels.
2 squirrels and a bird. You probably got a raven while you're there too.
I'll even look. Okay,
That bird is
it's
worth-
a raven.
A raven is easily 2 people worth of food, if not 3. It's about the same size as a full-grown chicken.
Okay.
So you get 2 squirrels and a raven.
Ethan's just gonna outright
I-
walk back to the town at this point.
I skin them all for all their pelts.
Okay. Birds don't really have pelts. You kind of
I
pluck
get
their feathers.
Yeah, okay. Same
Sure.
thing.
And Talos braids the feathers into his hair as well.
I'm bald, but sure.
The beard.
I assume, yeah, that's what I meant was your beard. Cartographer's tools. What are you trying to do?
I will try to go for cooking utensils since I'm cooking up the raccoons. Yeah, I accidentally pressed that. I don't know my attribute for that yet.
I'll look it up. So is everybody else heading to town after Ethan? Has anybody even noticed Ethan is gone yet?
I probably noticed. Or let me perception.
I think wisdom is probably what you would do for cooking.
Oh, really?
Either that or intelligence. I don't think strength is right, for sure. Would it be wisdom or intelligence?
With wisdom, that's cool with me because I got proficiency in 6. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, I already rolled for.
Yeah. Nobody seems to have a good answer online. They keep trying to say, "Oh, do this proficiency bonus or whatnot." So they're just saying add proficiency bonus, but that doesn't make sense by itself. So
If it's cooking, it could be dexterity. How well he cooks it.
we'll just go off wisdom because his wisdom and dex on that character is the same, and so you know what? We're gonna go with it. Wisdom it is. He rolled a. Is that with wisdom?
That's with strength. The first one.
The first one was with strength, but the last one is with wisdom, right?
The last one's with wisdom. Yeah.
Okay. Did you roll at disadvantage? Or is that advantage? That's advantage, isn't it? So you technically rolled a 10 to cook.
Yeah, technically I rolled a 10.
Okay, so You rolled a 10 to cook your raccoon. That's high enough to say that you cooked it well enough to be eaten.
All right. That's cool with me.
Okay.
Have fun eating your non-tasty food. It's Ethan walks away.
Ethan's gone. She's over there muttering to herself. Actually, she probably yelled that out, trying to see if somebody would pay attention to him.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He didn't. So nobody can even say. Ethan's far enough away right now.
I rolled perception.
What? It looks like Zizzy rolled perception too.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Zizzy knows Ethan left.
Oh, I got to roll perception.
No, I just asked if anybody was if it was noticing in general. I was gonna let you guys just say yes, you knew.
Yeah, I know.
Ah.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
Well, either way, Dizzy, Ultra knew.
Ultra new. Okay, Zizzy's going after Ethan.
Zizzy runs after Ethan. All right. So those two go back to town first. You guys are at least 10 minutes ahead of the rest. Is anybody else immediately leaving, or is everybody staying to eat first?
I'm gonna eat.
Oh,
Okay.
did I have the option to grab food and then follow Ethan?
Oh, you could grab the uncooked stuff or any rations in your pack.
Okay. I'll just go with the rations.
Okay. They grabbed rations and ran off.
Mm.
So the rest of you are
Sound
cooking
like
fresh.
We're the raccoon.
Do what? What did you say, Sulfur?
Making it
Oh, I
sound
didn't
like we're the raccoons, grabbing the rations and running off.
All right. So the other three sit around the campfire. They cook and eat all of their food while helping Talos decorate himself with these animal parts. Zizzy and Sulfur, is there anywhere particular that the two of you, and I think I understand part of Talos' problem, but is there anywhere the two of you are interested in going back in town?
Where are the authorities?
The authorities. Okay. So you get up to the gate, the main gate, and the gatekeeper. The gate's wide open. There's the gatekeeper you remember from the other night, standing at the gate. Must be his day shift, or he hasn't got off shift yet. Do you approach him, or do you just walk past?
We approach him and wave, and also ask, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find the authorities to report something?"
Gatekeeper looks at him. Absolutely, boy. Me and these fellows behind me are definitely some of the authorities here. We can get your whatever you need reported up through the tree as is needed. What are we doing?
There's a slavery cartel happening here.
Slavery cartel? Oh, well, I've heard rumors that something like that might be happening. You have any proof behind this or evidence that we can go off of?
Somebody was going to sell me.
Oh, that's horrible. Who is this person that was going to sell you? What do they look like?
This Ethan just kind of looks away. He kind of looks kind of uncomfortable. Wants to say, but also doesn't really want to get people in trouble.
So I come in and I say, one of our friends got wind that there was a slavery cartel going on. And so we were trying to see if it's real.
Excuse me, Dwarf. Are you this boy's father? Wait. Is it the boy's human? Did you get him from the workhouse?
We're
We just
adventurers.
met.
We met at the other town.
Such a young boy for adventuring. He's half dwarf.
Which is why they were interested in him.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I tell you what, I got a safe place for you guys to hang out. I'll look for any of your friends that might be trying to sell you. as they come through the gate. I'm sure they're going to be looking for you anytime now. Would you like to follow me? I'll escort you to a nice, safe place.
Oh no! 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 It's rooted in.
Unfortunately, Ethan's just gonna trust him.
All right, come with me, young boy. You, dwarf, come with us as well. I'm sure your child friend thing would like your company. Let's go.
To where?
Oh,
They didn't ask. They're just walking down the street.
oh no!
Back to you guys.
That
You guys
Ethan-
have finished breakfast by this point.
I try to grab
The
Ethan's
police-
attention. Ethan, don't you think we should wait for them?
And Ethan kind of
Oh,
looks at Wiz slightly incredulously.
oh no!
And kind of continues walking with the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you guys finish breakfast, you know that the two are gone. What are you doing?
We sort of follow after them. I try to tell us. Do you want me to try to track them?
It was pretty obvious they were heading straight to town. You guys weren't far outside of it.
All right. We'll follow where they went.
Okay. As you guys get to the gates, you definitely see there's a couple of guards just kind of chilling out next to the building. They're not really caring too much about you guys coming in at first. You definitely see another guy, a few of the villagers walking around giving Telos weird looks. And just as you get inside the gates, you have 3 robed figures, bald on top, hair around the sides only, and it looks like a perfect ring shape around the top of their head, like they cut their hair specifically to look like this, run up to Talos and encircle him. Is there any actions you make?
Oh, blood. Right.
Check. Okay, Talos is growling at these monks. The monks stop there and say, "Oh, heathen creature, please leave our town or come to our church so we may bathe you and free you of the curse that lay upon thee." As you guys try to push past them, you catch one of the guard's eyes, and the guard comes walking up to you. "You, dwarf! Are you the one from last night? No, night before, the killed the guy in the alley?
Oh, damn.
You matched the description. And you are also part of the description, although it's very vague on your behalf, mind you. You were there. You were part of the scene. What do you guys know about this?" Feathers?
Lord is taking on himself. He's talking about me.
The monks look at the guards. "Sir, we need to take him to the monastery so we can bathe him before the demon comes out. Please escort us there so we can get him." And the guard cuts him off. "No! Straight back to the jail with you. We need to make sure that he gets questioned and the murderer is found." Did you really just say that you're going to kill this whole town? I don't laugh.
Under his breath.
Telos did say he's never been in this town. Maybe no persuasion.
Yes, they're taking him literally across the street to where the jail is.
Every town so far we have gone to jail.
Okay.
Uh,
So, the 2 guards start escorting Talos into the guard station right across the street. What are his companions doing? Oh, sorry, he's taking Solaris as well. They don't care anything about the rogue.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna follow it and also explain what's going on with Phoebe, the slavery thing, Ethan posing as bait to sell him off, and that we need their help.
Okay, so you go off on the story.
And the evidence is that I don't have any money anymore. That they have my money.
They are so not paying attention to the evidence because it sounds like you either got extorted and or are lying because you are some form of beggar or whatever. So they're ignoring that. Back to Sulfur and Wisp. The two guards that escorted you took you actually to the monastery and are escorting you inside at this moment. Do you have anything preferably that you're going to say and or do?
Solaris is confused about what's going on.
So Solaris, they're just escorting you into the station so that they can sit down and talk with you guys where they can control the situation. You can't just run.
Okay.
And so your rogue friend next to you, Peter, he's just trying to tell them the whole story.
Gotcha.
So Wisp, Sulfur, what are you guys doing? Just letting them walk you into the monastery, or?
As it goes to the monastery, Ethan's just gonna stop because he remembers that Telos said something that's really bad about this monastery, but at the same time, Telos was the one that's saying that they had a plan to use him as bait, all of this. So he's really conflicted right now.
I
And he's
prod,
standing there.
So the guard looks at him.
I prod Ethan in the shoulders. Are you sure this is a good idea? You could have just said no.
So the guard looks at you and says, "Shh, don't worry. We'll stay right here. We'll stay guard. You guys just go inside. It's safe in there. We'll stand right outside this church and make sure that none of your friends come to sell you into slavery. We'll be here all day."
I like to stay outside with you where it is safe, right, Ethan? Shall we stay with
Great.
the guard?
Boy, since you're the one being sold, we're going to take you and we're just going to put you inside as he kind of gently pushes Ethan through the door and closes it behind him. It says, "You can stay with us and identify your friends when they come by." I like this plan. This is a good plan.
Oh my god. I'm staying with Ethan.
Oh, if you want to go inside too, go ahead. And then he opens the door slightly again and pats you on the back.
Ethan, let's go
Just like
out.
get out. Can I not stay in here?
Yes, Ethan,
This
you
is
can
the
do what
safest
you
place
want.
we have in town for you, boy. And if somebody's trying to sell you, we need to get down to the bottom of this.
Can't you just put me in the jail cell?
Yeah, no, see, we got some pretty bad people in there right now. There was this goblin chick named Phoebe we caught last night doing some weird stuff to this lady, and yeah, it wouldn't be very safe with you for a goblin. I hear they eat children.
I'm gonna be eaten either way. He kind of like mutters to himself in the dark.
Yeah, so, I'm just going to keep you inside here until we get things taken care of, if that's okay with you.
I don't like this place. Please let me out.
So, at this moment in time, you will happen to notice that somebody you met earlier walks up. His name, as you remember it, is John. He actually is a priest of a different religion, and you had met him at the Shady Maiden.
Mm-hmm. I remember him.
Mm-hmm. He's just walking past.
Okay, Ethan's gonna shout out. Mr. John! Oh, I forgot what his name was. His last name was. He said his last name, didn't he? Dang.
Yeah, he probably did.
Mr. John, sir.
So, John looks over at you.
I don't want to stay here.
Can we
John walks
just
up there.
open the door?
John walks up to the people. He goes, what can I do for you, young boy?
Yes. If I'm not wrong, was the bookkeeper. Ethan just looks at him and just like, they want to make me stay here. I don't want to stay here.
All right. Well, feel free to come with me. I'm going back to the Shady Maiden right now. You can hang out in there. I'll put up a
Nods
protection
really hard.
barrier.
And just kind of like clings to John's, I don't know, robe or whatever cloth material he's having on.
Okay. That's it. He's wearing some nice priest robes, but you'll notice as you grab onto his robes that you feel that there's metal underneath the robes. Can't really decide what it is, but he escorts you to the Shady Maiden. Now I understand the rest of you are in the little area, but I didn't draw it up. Was not planning this to happen this way, so
No, but you
no
are.
pre-planned map. All right. So you guys get escorted inside. They take the two of you back past the jails, where you do happen to notice a young green goblin girl that you met the other night sitting in the jail cell, and takes you back to an open room with one table in the middle, completely made out of stone, and he asks you to sit down on the far side, where they leave Peter up front. So you and Solaris are here in the back, and there's about 3 guards in the same room with you.
All right. Horse is just a little bit nervous. He's never been in trouble in his life, and
Okay. So you're just really nervous, okay? The guy sits down. He says, I understand your friend here spun us a pretty big story here, mentioning somebody about a thin man and your indentured service to assist this man in some way to clean up these streets. You know, that's not how things work in this town, and I'm not really sure that you guys have any idea what's going on here. So let me explain this to you. We don't like people coming in and killing people on our streets. So if there's one thing that I know, it's shady people like you, and he looks straight at Talos. Even though you try to hide in blood, does not mean that you are going to be excused. They did.
Admits it fully.
hold on, he's about to mention something.
Talos admits that he did kill someone. Okay. The guard looks at you and says, I knew it. I knew you were part of that murder that night.
Wait, Solaris is interrupts and says, "No, it was someone else who did that. He was only trying to defend me because I almost died from this guy."
Oh, now we have conflicting stories here. What's going on?
All right, I stopped talking immediately when I got elbowed by Talos.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go back out and talk to this guy out here. As long as you guys play nice and just kind of hang out in this room till I figure something out, I'm not going to put you in a cell. But if you guys start stirring up any trouble, you guys are getting individual cells. And I'm putting you in the cellar. So don't think your magic stuff, which I'm sure the both of you have, will get you out of here.
Look to the guy and say, "What's magic?"
Yeah, none of that funny business. You stay here. And he goes out into the alleyway. Peter, you see him stop and talk to the goblin bang on the cage a few times, try to figure something out. You can't really make out what he's saying. And then he makes his way over to you. All right, you. What is it that's really going on here? Because your guys' stories don't make sense. The dwarf is saying one thing, you're saying another thing, and the kangaroo doesn't seem to know left from right.
That's because I don't know left from right.
He's not in the same room as you. He's talking to Peter, wherever Peter's running off at.
I'm sorry. What happened?
Peter fell asleep. So he says, all right, so the dwarf back there is trying to admit to a murder, fully guilty of whatever's going on. I don't know what you slipped in his juice this morning, but people don't usually admit to that. Not to mention the kangaroo tried to say something. And I don't know, the stories aren't matching yours. So I need you to really tell me what's going on here.
All right. We were with a few other people before this. We were in a general group. Ethan, Wisp, Talos, Solaris, myself, a person named Fender, and someone else named Grim. Grim and Talos were over in a separate district. I was not there. I don't know what happened. I can merely go off the accounts of what Talos is talking about. And when he was done, Grim was bloodied. Talos seemed completely fine. And there was a new person named Solaris that was now with us. We've just been trying to figure out why people have been going missing. And we did find who was going, the reason why, and that was Phoebe, the goblin girl that was bringing people into slavery. We were hoping to contact you to solve this issue pretty readily, and we could provide a bit of bait, and would I talk to Phoebe so that we would have, so that I could get my information from her, was to trade Ethan. I did not plan on doing so, but it
So
was the plan.
what you're telling me is the exact opposite of what Phoebe's telling me. She says that you walked up on her in a dark alley and tried to present yourself, and when she turned you down, you offered a young boy as her slave. And she was telling me all about how I needed to help her set up a trap for you two.
She wouldn't let me go unless I gave her something, which was all of my gold. I've been gaining gold and helping around people by actually providing medical assistance. I've
Funny,
even spent some of that gold going to buy some bandages, and I've went over by the meat pie guy, possibly buying something. So I've been readily using gold and silver this entire time. Only up until now, I have nothing. And she has exactly 5 gold, 8 silver, and 87 copper that is mine. She might have some other stuff, but that is mine. That's what
funny.
she robbed from me.
So when I found her, she didn't have anything on her.
She didn't have anything?
She didn't have any weapons. She didn't have any money. She didn't have anything. For a goblin,
why
that's
did you
pretty
take her?
normal. Well, I kept her because she's saying the same thing as you. That there's a conspiracy for selling people on our streets, which has never been a thing. Yeah,
So you put her
people
in
have been
jail?
going missing. Oh, she's a goblin. I'm afraid she's going to eat my friends here.
You have
know
a
about goblins in
goblin
these parts.
working in your town.
Yeah, and as soon as I can bust him on something, I will, let me tell you. But right now, I don't know if she's the one part of this conspiracy or if she's like you and trying to say that, you're the one doing this conspiracy. Speaking of
So
which,
you've got conspiracies in front of you. One with a goblin and one with a human.
Yes, and both of you are saying the same thing. So now I don't know if I just lock both of you up and throw away the key, or if
Do you know if there's anyone a bit more experienced and capable that I could speak with?
I do, in fact. I shall summon
Ask our
brother.
manager.
I'll summon brother Tim. He's the leader over there at the Church of the One.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll know which one of you is right.
I've actually been staying at his monastery from time to time, and I asked if he needed any medical assistance.
Great. Phoebe also offers a lot of stuff for him usually. So Phoebe also is a very good member as far as goblins go.
Mm-hmm. But you still put her in jail.
Who was unconscious? How do you spell it? Whatever Alice is saying. Is there something I should be reading over there?
No.
Okay. Alright, so because I can't trust you, and you're gonna come with me and I'm gonna lock you up in the cage across from the goblin until I get brother Tim here.
Okay.
Okay. So he escorts you over to the cage, puts you inside, and then heads back to talk to Talos. Alright, you two. Peter just pointed fingers at both of you. He says, I don't know who that kangaroo is. He just showed up after Talos here admitted to killing the guy in the street. I don't know that I can trust either of you, so you're going to the cellar until brother Tim gets here. Clears somebody's name. Alright, and so the two guards walk over to the corner and they pull open a hatch on the ground, and you see there's this big dark pit that just goes down. He says straight to Talos, you first, sweetie.
Can I make a sleight of hand for something that I don't know, something that's a little bit more flexible, like a small rod or a nail or something, and just put it in my hand and make sure the guard doesn't see?
You could certainly try.
All right.
Twisted him and go down the hole. Dang. Oof.
8.
Not the best.
Well, you look around and you try to grab it. The first thing that you can find, the only thing you see is the guard's keys. And you go to grab at them, and they're fastened to his belt, and the guard slaps your hand, and his buddies hit you in the back of the legs and push you into the pole, or pit. First thing you notice, being Talos, you fall down. It feels like about 20 feet. And since you jumped down willingly, instead of getting pushed, I'm not going to make you roll an acrobatics check. You can choose to land on your feet if you want. The ground feels pretty soft. But the first thing you notice is right where you land, there's a pit about 2 feet in front of you. It looks like it drops down even further. And there's nobody else in the room. But then Solaris comes down right behind you. And Solaris, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Whew, okay.
Talos, if you're going to try to catch him, we're going to hold off on that. Acrobatics to land on the ground. All right. Talos, I want you to roll an acrobatics to see if you catch him. Yes.
Yes. Good teamwork.
So you land on the ground, and Talos just instantly goes, oh, he's falling, and wraps his arms around you like a big bear hug. it didn't seem like you guys were going to fall over or nothing was going to happen. He just got really comfortable with you.
Thanks for the catch.
Yes, and I understand you have 60 feet of dark vision, but looking down the pit, you still see no bottom. And at that moment, the door above you that's shining any form of light closes. For this room, you see that you guys landed on, it looks like a pile of rags, maybe some bedding. You can definitely get a very bad, pungent smell of bodily fluids, feces. It smells like it's mostly coming from the pit. You can definitely, with your eyes, even in the dark vision, see stains everywhere, but you're not really sure what they came from, since how you can only see in black and white at this moment. Well, he also sees in this dark too. That's about all there is in this room. It's a round room underneath this building with a pit, what seems to be right in the middle, and the pit is about 10 foot across. So I guess diameter is the best way to put that. All right. Back in the Shady Maiden, the girls, or excuse me, the boys, show up with John, Ethan, and Wisp.
Yes.
When you and John are here, John stops, raises his shields, and says, "All right, boys, what'd you get yourselves into that the guards had to drop you off at the monastery?"
Ethan looks at Wisp, wondering if he would want to say it, because everybody knows when Ethan opens his mouth, something happens.
Oh, so the group kind of suspected that there's some kind of slavery cartel going on, and in order to solve it and see if it's real and maybe get the authorities involved, they pitched the idea that, hey, maybe we can use Ethan as bait. Ethan didn't take it very well and went to report them. So now the group's at 2. And you could have just said no.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you kind of gave me that information that the guards are on this. I can help a little bit, but unfortunately, what's going to happen is they're going to call for Brother Peter. Brother Peter's part of that church I just pulled you guys away from, and you guys seem to not want to be part of. So, in that respect, they're going to have to go through his trial. If they pass his trial, they'll be fine. If they don't pass his trial, well, I can't promise they won't be fine, but I can probably figure something out as long as you all have proof of what was really going on. I can make a poll for some weight here. Is there anybody else in this city who might be able to back you up and speak about what's going on here?
Well, we did go around on our first day trying to ask around if anyone knew about why people were going missing. So there's that.
Well, shopkeepers are probably just assuming that you're there to eat or something. What is it that brought you guys to this town? Why is it that you guys are looking into this in the first place?
We were told that there were people going missing in this place and asked to figure out why. So we just came
By
in
who?
to find out. Some guy.
Guy. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's it.
I tell you what. If you two can stay here all you want, mind you, the books are magically sealed, so it might hurt if you tried to open them. But I'll be back, and I'm gonna go talk to the guards about what I can.
Ethan kind of like looks at him. Can I read the books for 10 silver again?
All right. Just give the boy in the back, John, I think his name is. Just give that boy the 10 silver. He'll open the book for you.
Ethan nods. Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome.
Bartender.
And off he goes. And we will talk about your book later. Back to the jail cell. The guard captain comes back and says, all right, Brother Peter's on his way. I just put your pals in the pit. You and the goblin. I hope you guys are talking about what's going on here and getting your stories straight, because as long as you guys are still in opposition, it's going to make this a lot harder on the two of you. And more specific about your friends in the pit. And he walks off.
Just a moment. Wait. Can I try and call him back?
Sure.
Does anyone know the spell Zone of Truth?
The guard looks at you and laughs. What do you think I am, a priest?
Can you get a priest?
What do you think Brother
All this
Peter is?
specifically. Ah, right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And he walks off. Is there anything you
wave
can ask
at Phoebe.
Cowboy? Okay. Phoebe looks at you. What do you want?
I don't know.
Nothing? You just waved at her?
Yeah, I just waved. Then went back to my own stuff, just relaxing.
You can ask her about it.
Nope.
Wow. So many
She-
missed opportunities.
You see Phoebe pick up a pebble off the ground, examine it really closely, and toss it at you through the bars. Nothing malicious, just tossed the pebble at you.
Okay. I sort of draw tic-tac-toe in between,
What?
waiting for
All right.
Brother Peter.
All right. So, about an hour or so goes by. You hear some noise in the front room, some stomping around. Brother Peter comes through the alleyway. Sinners! Both of you! All of you! Sinners! I can smell it! Somebody has blood on them! Smell it! The guard captains, calm down. I know you think everybody's a sinner. Calm down. Alright. So the question is, which of them did it? I need you. This guy said something about a truth spell. Do you know a truth spell? And the guy goes, yeah! And you can see a smile on his face. I got a truth spell for them. They'll take the water trials. And he's like, this again. All right. We'll put them in the water trials. Where do these go? And the goblin goes, no, anything but the water trials. I hate water. Anything but the water trials. Is there anything you want to say to that, or
I'm saying nothing.
saying nothing? Okay. We are going to take a quick pause here, and I will be right back.
Okay.
May need to leave soon though.
I do remember that, but I really need to use the restroom.
Mhm.
So give me just a minute.
Yeah, this entire situation is kind of fucked.
Oh, man.
Ah!
I'm sorry, you guys. Ethan is like a huge reason why this isn't going to plan, but still.
It's fine. No worries.
It's Grim's fault. I mean, the whole thing with Ethan was that you guys kind of pitched a plan, and he did not want it at all. And was kind of trying to get away from you guys from that moment onwards.
You know, there's such thing called no, right? Ethan does realize. Ethan doesn't realize that there's no such thing as no.
Has Ethan ever said the word no, or just kind of shakes his head and just stands there? He's never done anything per se to say no throughout this entire game. That's why he's such good at like just following orders.
Mhm.
Ah.
Oh, he's right. It's not Ethan's fault. It's basically apparently Grimm's fault. Not apparently. From the beginning to the end.
This will be fine.
The one moment he's not here, we are all sent up the river.
Yeah, where is he? He needs some responsibility.
All right, I am back.
Hello.
Okay, so the guard is escorting both the goblin and Peter into the back room, and you could just see this brother Peter just beaming. He's smiling. He's practically dancing because he wants to put you guys on these water trials. And the guard steps in the back room. He puts his hands on his face and he looks up at the sky. Okay, Brother Peter, we'll do these water trials. But this time, I really hope one of them come back alive. And Brother Peter goes, only if they aren't sinners. And the guard goes back to the corner and he opens up another hatch. All right, guys. Jump on in. And the goblin's like, backs up against the wall, presses real tight. You can't make me. Can't make me. I know what happens in these places. You can't make me. What are you doing, Peter?
I just give a thumbs up and then go.
And you go in? All right. Well, after you jump, you notice that you land about 10 feet down in a nice thing of water. It feels clean. It smells clean. There's nothing wrong with it that you can tell. There's not much light down here, mind you. The only light that's coming in is through the hatch above you, which is lit by torches mostly. There is one window that kind of peers in from some bars.
Okay.
The goblin you can hear up above you. I'm assuming that you swim to the surface and poke your head out of the water. You hear the goblin up above fighting and struggling and kicking. Two guards are holding her body above. She's like spread out, trying not to get pushed in there. And you can see them kicking at her fingers. And finally she drops down above you with a big splash. And her screaming the whole way down. Oh, no! All right. She gets in the water. She's like, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here before it comes. We got to get out of here.
What's coming? I'm still completely calm. What?
It's the creature that lives in here. Don't know, it eats people. And the only way out is to get through the maze. And she takes a deep breath and starts swimming.
Underwater?
Yes.
Dang it. I take off the mask, plug my nose, and go down.
All right.
Actually, well, I'll keep the mask on. It'll be like plug the beak. So I
Sure.
can still see underwater a little bit.
Sure, why not? Trying to get you a hand-drawn map here, the best we can for while you're exploring. Dynamic lighting off because it won't matter. There you go. Everybody should be able to see now. Hopefully. All right. So we're gonna do this in a two-dimensional thing. Let's say this here is what you see. You can actually only see down about this far before all the light is gone. I understand you're human.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you just going to swim straight down? She's going straight down. I don't know if she knows where she's going, but she, is a goblin. So
I'm gonna feel the wall as I go down.
feel the wall. So, this is also a round room, similar to the room that your friends have dropped down into.
Okay.
And just looking from up above, you notice that. And so as you go down about another 5 feet or so, 10 feet, I guess, you can see that there is kind of a floor down here. Comes up, makes a nice little basin, and in the center of the room is a tunnel that goes down.
Okay.
All right. So, mind you, you are human. And you cannot breathe forever.
Mm-hmm.
After exploring the bottom of this pool, you're probably getting close to running out of breath. You have to roll a Constitution check for, I think it's every minute or so that you're in there.
Yep. I'm gonna go up for air, and then I'm gonna go back down.
Okay. Go for air. I know naturally you can move half movement speed swimming through water. So in this case, it would be 15 for you.
Okay.
Okay. 15 feet. Then you roll. I'll double check. No, I'm looking up the rule for underwater swimming. But I'm pretty positive. Breathing. There it is. You get one action, tournament mode of respiration.
As a lizard
Okay.
folk. Okay.
Constitution modifier was
Okay.
-2.
Ooh.
Wait, what was that?
A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. So if like the Constitution modifier was -2, then it was just like I can't hold my breath at all.
Pretty much. All right. So what is your Constitution modifier?
An exact 10.
The modifier or the Constitution?
The score.
My Constitution is 10. My modifier is 0.
0. So you can hold your breath for roughly 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes. 30 seconds. Thank you. So I'm going to do this slightly differently because of the time rule. Because movement speed, judging on a turn basis versus actual 30 seconds worth of time is really difficult, and you can apparently hold your breath for up to 1 minute. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you roll a Constitution check roughly every 15 feet to see if you can find another pocket of air. So
Okay.
it'll get harder each time you roll, or the higher number will. So go ahead and do a Constitution check.
Okay. I'll just be doing a straight. Yeah. Let me just pull it up.
Straight dive with your hand on the wall. Perfect. Obviously.
Nice.
and you're going to buy yourself a bonus on the next turn. So it's going to get harder, but I'll let you roll at advantage for the next turn.
Okay.
All right, so as you get down about 30, 45 feet or so, you do notice that there's a junction here at the bottom.
Okay.
So 2 pipes still going down. You definitely feel the break. Are you choosing it one or the other?
Hmm. I'll go this way.
Okay, going to the right. Or your left. However you want to look at it. All right. Going through, down. I need you to make another constitution check.
Okay.
Well, almost glad you rolled with
At
advantage.
advantage, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
18 is what you rolled. Definitely still a pass. You get down a little bit further, and you notice another strange oddity. As you're down here, there is definitely a pipe going up, but then there's another one that continues along the side.
I'm gonna investigate upwards first.
Okay. You go up about 10 feet or so, and you find yourself a pocket of air with a shaft that seems to go up really far. There is 0 light where you're at. And
Okay. How wide is this shaft?
it's about 10 feet around,
Okay.
or in diameter, however you want to say it.
Do you think I would be able to climb it? Is it climbable?
Are you 10 feet long?
No, I am not.
I mean, if I stretched my arms out and my feet out.
Yeah. Like one of the hands right here and the feet right here with you in the center.
Right. So from your head to your feet is roughly, how tall are you?
I believe he's 5'10".
I don't think
Or
you're going to be able to
5'9".
scale it.
Okay. Yeah, probably not due to that. Yeah. All right. If that's the case, then I'll just go back down
Okay.
and
Not
continue
gonna
on this way.
Okay. So you take a breath.
Mm-hmm.
You swim back down. But before you go down, I do want you to know that both Talos and Solaris hear the splashing sound at the bottom of the well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
As you dive back down under the water.
do they say anything before I dive down?
I don't know.
I just hear a splash, and
A splash.
that's it.
Yep. Yep. So you can't see the water. It's pitch black.
All right.
Okay.
Then I'll just
So
dive back down and go that way.
all right. Your first Constitution save, which you need, is
Now?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
19. Perfect. All right. You'll notice that the tunnel goes on quite a ways. And at the end of your 15 feet, you notice, or you think you notice, you touched a body.
Ew. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move the body out of the way and keep going.
Keep going. Okay. Roll again.
Whew.
Okay. At this point in time, trying to make sure I get this right. You definitely feel like the water's moving from where the body was. Nothing touched you as you swim past. You get to the next part, and you notice that right above you is a pool of water, and you pop your head out, and you're now in a big, open room.
Filled with water and not filled with
Nope.
water.
The water
Not
stops right here.
All right, I just get out onto land.
Okay. Room is still completely dark. I mean, you're human, so all your gear's wet.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Stop it.
No weapons. Yeah.
right.
Right.
You do notice, like I said, it's a big square room. Are you exploring? What is the plan?
I guess I'll just explore for now.
Okay. Hand on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For a moment, we're gonna go back to the girls. Wherever my little icon thingy is. Here it is. Doop. Okay. So John comes back and says hi to you.
Hi,
Says,
Mr. Starfinger.
"Ah, you remember my name. How good you are." What book are you reading there?
Ethan's more or less just like stress reading. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just looking at words, not really paying attention.
Paying attention, or just like
Mm-hmm.
reads anything at this point. Doesn't care if it's a maths problem sum book. He's gonna be practicing maths now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Dwarf, sorry, I forget your name. Can you pull the boy off? We're gonna
Hi.
go see if we can get your friends out of trouble. Are you good with that?
Okay, that would be a good idea. That would be a
Alright.
very good idea.
Alright, come
Ethan,
on
do
with
you
me.
want to come with us, or do you want to stay here?
Ethan will come along.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
So-
I hold Ethan down by the waist and stare up at him, and I repeat again, Ethan, do you want to come along, or do you want to stay here?
I'll come along, Mr. Whis.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of staring at Wiz like, what just happened?
Alright. So you guys take a
we
nice
follow? Yeah.
You guys take a long walk back to the station, where the guards are sitting inside and laughing with Brother Peter, and he says, "All right, I guess you guys are here to see that we took care of people properly." Yeah, go ahead, ladies, or sorry, gentlemen. Your troubles are over. They were sacrificed after the water test. Any who make it will end up back at the church. So, what was that?
My sister is setting up something because we have the Zoom call for the family.
Oh, that's fine. I was getting ready to get you guys off this as it is.
Okay.
Oh, no worries.
So
So,
basically, they're bringing us to the monastery, right?
no, you're currently at the police station, but they gave you a hint that you could go to the monastery.
Ah, okay. Cool.
He also points in the back. He goes, "I don't know if those are your friends that we threw in the pit, or if your friends are the ones taking the water test. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on." But if you want, you can join your friends in the pit. Or you can go to the monastery and see if anybody emerges, or you can just leave. It's up to you guys. What are you guys doing?
Ethan kind of looks at Wisp and says, "Shall we wait at the monastery?"
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
John looks at the two of you. Are you guys sure you want to go back in there? There's a back door, all right, but no guaranteeing they're getting out of there alive.
It's all
How
right.
do they get? How do they get out?
Well, see, there's a long ladder and a couple of gates and other such things from the monastery that they can climb out. It opens only from the monastery side, so obviously they have to watch, see if somebody's in there. But both of their pits here in the back lead to the monastery through their maze. You have to make it through the maze, of course. But you got the water test, which most people drown inside of, so there's a few bodies there. And then you have the pit, where, as far as I know, there's a big drop in the bottom. Don't know exactly how far that drop is myself. I ain't never been through it, but you can go through that pit, and somewhere matches leads up to the water test at some point, and then they start the real maze where there's some sort of blood god inside of, and then you end up at the monastery if you survive.
To have to fight a blood god?
Yeah, they might have to if they get found by him.
Sorry, what?
You might need to have to fight a blood god when you get.
That thing that Telos. Oh, dang it.
man.
Oh, that.
And at this point, Ethan's kind of just staring at this, like, what should we do?
I don't know, sir. What should we do?
John looks at you and says, "Look, if you want your friends to make it out, you jump in and take the test with them. Either jump in the water side or you jump in the pit. Doesn't matter. Like I said, you'll figure it out. Or you can take off because it's not likely that any of them are going to survive."
Ethan plans to kind of go to the monastery and use the back door to go in.
You can definitely try, but the people in the monastery don't usually let anybody go in. In fact, to this day, they've never had anybody actually survive the test to come out. So,
Okay. Ethan's very, very hesitant the moment you guys talked about needing to swim in water.
he's what?
Does not want to go swimming.
All right, well, you can go wait at the monastery. Like I said, if you have hopes that these guys are going to get out of there. And honestly, if either of you are not going to be able to make it next week, that's probably the best place to go. If you are going to be able to make it next week. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Wiz will follow him to the monastery. Okay, yeah, I'll follow to the monastery.
All right. So the two of you are going to the monastery. I hope Wisp has something for next week, and if you're just not going to show up, I can't promise they'll make it out anytime quickly. And I guess because you two are getting ready to do something else, I'm going to just call this an early night.
Maybe you guys can continue on your own, because like
you guys are still going on doing your own thing while we just be staying in the monastery, right?
Hmm.
You can just like update us at the next one, at the next in the chat or something.
Yeah, so it's up to all of you.
I gotta go now. Thanks
Yep.
for the game.
Yeah.